between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Two of the 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Throwing to start this game. Finds a man right side. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Red, 38. Hut.
The first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
Okay, ready?
The Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this 3rd down play.
Come on, set. 52 blue, ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ready, set.
Ritter to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16.
Set, ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Vacates quickly left side. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Return it.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And another small 4-yard chunk there. There's Darian Porter in on the stop.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Blitz coming here, Jackson. Wester finds the football, complete. And he reaches the 35 before going out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Here's Mitchell. Here's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Has his man cut by Andrews. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So far, so good to begin this one as they've got a new set of downs beyond midfield. Lamar off the play fake. Flush down in the pocket. This is Cox. That's Walker. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down that 17-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Short pass brought in. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. Line quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Won't connect with Dante Thornton Jr. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Ready.
3rd and long for him here. force a fourth down. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up first and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this one does not go far.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 36-yard line.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. It's a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be third down.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have it 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Lamar out of the pistol. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? To the air on 3rd and long. Finds the in route complete. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
No, we changed it.
They're going to try to throw for it. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
4-yard line.
Now Jackson off the play action. Finds his fullback. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Flying down the middle with Henry. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Third and just 2 to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That kind of call right there, Kate, shouldn't be the third down surprise it used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks league-wide. Boy, is it tough to defend. And that's why they love breaking it out to reset those chains.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Henry running left. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
He gets it out left, and it's gone. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the pistol, Henry. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
From the gun, Jackson. He brings it in. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pull out in front further, 13-zip. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. All set up, here's Luke to kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Wait. Ready.
First play is going to be again to Jency. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Justin Matabike making that stop. It'll be 2nd down and 9, but not just yet. It's only a couple of minutes to go in our first half. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Down.
Ritter setting up to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Brings it in at the 12. And he gets him out of the deep part there at half. This is out across the 20. First and 10. Blitz coming, Lamar. Walker hauls it in. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Looking to throw, Jackson. Oh, he puts Mayer under this one, right side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Jackson now on 3rd. Pass complete to Walker. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Brought down before the return gets far.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down.
Here we go. Ready.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll make his way through for a pickup of 4. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll stick with the ground game here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been
hit behind the line. That ball's loose. But I believe a Raider covered that one, so they'll luckily hang on to possession. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers.
Tried to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Loop knocks it through. And just before halftime, Bronk, they're able to add 3 to their advantage. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the 2nd half. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. I think we all knew they were going to be aggressive from the onset of this 2nd half, trying to erase that lead, but unfortunately, no luck here on the onside kick.
Kate, and these half times, they're fast for all of us in the NFL. College, yeah, you have time to go get lunch. Not that way in the NFL. So you went into halftime, and I am guessing, I can just feel the tone and tenor of that locker room. It is, we're going to be aggressive, like your point. We got to go out and we got to make something happen. But unfortunately, it felt a lot more like desperation
It's a Baltimore touchdown! The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 24-point ball game.
Ravens 24, Raiders nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
And off to Genty. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Ritter to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Has a man on target to Thornton. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Counter give to Genty. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, and the other way for a big run.
And they're on him right as he gets back to the line. Great recovery after they got gashed on that last play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Here's Ritter. Dumped off to his running back. Lost for a little, down to the 30. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's third and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Here we go. Set.
Third and long. They're going to throw. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. But man, did he make an impact play.
Only able to get back to the line on that first down play. So no gain. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We've not seen much achievement today.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's second and 11.
Set. Set.
They're going to throw out of the gun. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
To the point of the game, Kate, now we got to get the ball out of their hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Ready?
Ritter. Complete out to the right side. Play not to developing as they had hoped. So that's a loss of yardage. Brock, fourth down coming up.
It's a loss of
Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Carlson's kick is good. And here in our third quarter, finally able to get their first points of this game.
Hey, dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
at their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
This is Henry on second. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a third and 10. Third and long for him here. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Raiders twist the knife after that interception. Wow, they took it all the way back to the 20-yard line before being stopped.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone. Things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Headed out right. Hits him on the out route. And this one doesn't go far.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. Finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Third down, they need 7.
Here we go.
They give up the guns. It's Genty. He's limited to a gain of about 3, which means they are well short. This is 4th down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. 4th down, pass coming. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Lamar out of the pistol. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Ravens with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win. Raiders with an extra DB out there, 3rd down. Going with King Henry here. And this one does not get close. He stopped after 3, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory.
At the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. They'll toss it. Genty. He takes it down to the 33. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Bails out of the pocket quick. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Caught just shy of the goal line. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Offense to the line fast.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
In the red zone on 1st. Makes the catch. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders get it back to a 14-point game. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. There to take him down right around the 41. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops pass forward. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Tackle made by Joey Bosa. Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. They run it with King Henry. He couldn't quite break it. Still 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. He set up the screen for Henry. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, okay? Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Escapes the pocket. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And that one doesn't give him much, give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Third down, Raiders going with some dime coverage here. They'll throw, third and long. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. He does it, touchdown Baltimore! The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
Raiders 10.
All set up, here's Luke to kick it away. Tucker now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10.
Let's go. Blue, ready.
This is Genty. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Throwing here, Ritter. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dante Thornton Jr., and that makes it third down.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up, it cost him that catch.
Into the hands of Tucker, complete. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. And he will get this inside the 30.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. The screen pass falls incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Those are the hurry-up offense here. Air it out on third. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Okay,
Raiders leaving the offense out there. They want to add 2 more to that touchdown.
Here we
The
go.
Raiders will line up for the 2-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
It'll be a little armchair quarterback after that call. Like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. They run. Here's Henry. And they they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Another run for Henry. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Raiders defense goes in the dime for 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be blocked out after reaching the 43. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. He takes it at the 4. And you can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He stopped inside the 10.
At their own 7-yard line.
Ready, right.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Ready,
He's got it on the bootleg. That's taken in by Tucker. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
They kick the running back in motion. They'll go play action. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
ready.
And the spike stops the clock. 28 seconds left. Third down, and they need to get 10.
Here we go. Here's ready.
Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 65
Down.
yards.
Ready.
Looking inside the red zone. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Let's go now. Cut.
Ritter looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
A loss of 3 yards.
Cut, cut.
And that spike with 6 seconds left to play. Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this fourth down.
Come on, set. Ready.
Desperation time here. And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left. Now, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. And this is going to be recovered by the Ravens, and they're moments away now from celebrating a win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Out of the gun, Henry.